It is slightly past midday and the sun's glare is at its strongest. Coming out of the cold season, it's a blessing in more ways than one for the 57-year-old farmer. This is the time to prepare for another farming season, and the results of her labor in these faithful fields gave the single mother of 7 an admirable harvest last year. I have learned during my visit here that Veronica Zulu has been using organic fertilizer since the year 2013. She tells me that she has never been disappointed by it.
So I encourage my fellow friends to use manure. Don't depending on fertilizer. Myself, I was struggling, looking for money for buying fertilizer, but when the Pelum told me how to use the indigenous seed with manure, I'm really happy for them. So this year I've got 47 bags of indigenous seed, so that I don't have hunger on my farm.
This means of farming is a joy to her work, but something she has heard has been bothering her. A legal framework under the African Region Intellectual Property Organization, recently signed in Tanzania, if implemented by countries in the East and Southern African region, will limit farmers' rights to save, use, replant, improve, or distribute the seeds they have developed over the years. The Participatory Ecological Land Use Management Association Zambian chapter, Secretary General Faustin Vuningoma, believes this will affect small-scale farmers like Veronica negatively.
We know that recently a legal framework that was signed in Tanzania is stopping farmers from producing or reproducing seed in a traditional way. What's your comment about that?
We have to be very careful. First of all, it brings us into the colony and the monopoly of few seed companies that will be controlling our food systems. But much more, the seeds are going to be quite expensive. At the beginning, you may think that this is something worth going into, but you are creating monopolies and cartels, which will at the end of the day make it harder for the small-scale farmers to produce. And here we are talking about small-scale farmers who form between 70 to 80% of the entire population. So if we are not there to save the interests of the 70 and 80% of our population, who are we serving?
I asked her how she feels about this.
If somebody came to you to tell you to stop using your traditional means of recycling seeds, to buy new seeds from the supplier every time you wanted to plant, what would you tell them?
I can't agree. I can tell her that I do this recycle for many years. My grandmother uses this maize, but now if you recycle your GMO's seed, they don't grow.
Now, the issue of the reproduction of traditional seed and other issues to do with the production of organic fertilizers to help farmers in Africa will be discussed on the 27th of this month. And the main agenda behind this meeting is to see how policymakers and many people, stakeholders, can make an amicable solution that will benefit all. Pelum Association, TV2 News, Chongwe.